Bertha Lowen, born in 1916, is our oldest living alumni of One Hope Canada. She is 101 years old and lives in her own home in Chilliwack, BC. Bertha first encountered the Canadian Sunday School Mission when she was 16 years old and attended Gimli Bible Camp in Manitoba, where she met our mission's founder, J. Lloyd Hunter.
My first memory is going to camp. I went partly as a camper and partly as a helper. The camp was in Gimli, Manitoba. And Henry Hillebrand was one of the workers, leaders at the camp, and he was attending Bible school at that time. And he talked to me and persuaded me that I should go to Bible school. And I was only 17 at the time. I met Mr. and Mrs. Hunter there too. That started the Canadian Sunday School Mission. Mr. Hunter was a remarkable person to lead that kind of work, because when I was at that camp, he knew every child and their whole families of where they came from. He could name them. When the kids got homesick, he'd talk with them, and he'd talk about their own siblings by name, and they'd be comforted. He knew every individual and didn't forget one after the other. He was a remarkable man that way.
In 1935 and 1936, she served as a summer missionary with the Canadian Sunday School Mission, teaching daily vacation Bible schools in Manitoba's rural communities. She fondly remembers Mr. Hunter as he gathered the workers together to train them.
All the people that volunteered to go out to teach DVBS, we had a whole day, morning till night, that we had a time with Mr. Hunter, and he would instruct us the do's and the don'ts, and, prepare us for what was before us. And there we got to know Mr. Hunter personally.
And so Bertha headed out to rural communities in southern Manitoba to teach children who might not otherwise have opportunity to hear of Christ.
Those children really got a bit of Bible school. They got to know the Bible so well. One thing that they liked most of all in the program was Bible drill. And when we'd give a reference, and the first one that found it would stand up and read it. And, they got to know their Bibles, you see, and they memorized all the Bible books. And then once in a while we'd put in a reference that's not in the Bible. And they'd look, and then somebody would stand up and say, that's not in the Bible.
In her second summer, Bertha was partnered with another lady missionary who became a long-term missionary with CSSM.
And then the next time I went to the summer to have DVBS, I was senior, and my partner was Olive Carmichael. Now, Olive Carmichael is well known. She was office clerk in the head office for 50 years. Yes. And I introduced her to the Canadian Sunday School Mission work. And then we had to sleep in a hayloft, a chicken house. That was something new, to sleep in a chicken house, but we just made it as clean as possible. And so we're walking across the field, and I said, Olive, when you get to heaven, what's the thing that you wanted to experience most of all? And she says, no dust, no dust.
The places they had to live while teaching DVBSs were not always the best accommodations. but the children they reached for Christ far outweighed any hardship they faced.
Quite a number of them gave their hearts to the Lord, were saved. Yes, we didn't push it too much, but we were quite satisfied that some of them were really saved, yes.
Bertha Lowen retired from nursing in 1965 and continues to this day seeking ways that she can share the gospel with her Chilliwack neighbors or anyone who comes across her path.